Hey everybody, welcome to the stream and welcome to Mega Man 2. So yeah, this is not a game I actually grew up playing. It wasn't until much later that I finally got to play it, but I did get a little bit of a taste of the enemies here because as you might have seen in my Mega Man 3 playthrough, the robot masters from Mega Man 2, or at least their attacks, they make a reappearance on Mega Man 3, and I did grow up in Mega Man 3, so I kind of met the robot masters of this game way before I actually played the game. So kind of interesting to finally go. When I finally got to play it, I finally got to actually see them in their original context. Yeah, check everything okay. Sounding good. So yeah, I'll be playing on the Wii Virtual Console, but I will be using the NES controller for the NES Classic, which plugs into the Wiimote, so I can kind of get a much closer approximation to the real thing without having to use an actual NES, which is a little harder for me to stream. I don't have a capture card that receives AV signal, only HDMI. But yeah, I do own the Mega Man 2 cartridge now. I've bought it. It's not the one I had as a kid, since I didn't have it as a kid, but yeah. And the only reason I didn't play it is just because it was not available at where I used to rent store NES games. My mom bought me Mega Man 3, and of course I loved it, so I looked all over for any other Mega Man games where I could, but the only ones that were available were Mega Man 4, 5, and X, which I couldn't play because I didn't own an SNES. And at the time I thought Mega Man X was Mega Man 10, because as you can see, the numbers that Mega Man games had used up until that point were all Roman numerals. So of course I thought, oh, X must mean the 10th Mega Man game. So where are the others? But yeah, back then there was no Mega Man 10. Eventually there was, but not that back then. And they actually think it was in 8 or 7. No, 8. Yeah, 8. They changed the numbers for actual numbers instead of Roman numerals. So yeah, let's get started. Remote battery should be okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. In the year of 2000X, a super robot named Megaman was created. Dr. Light created Megaman to stop the evil desires of Dr. Wily. However, after his defeat, Dr. Wily created 8 of his own robots to counter Mega Man. Yeah, because the first 6 robots were not made by Dr. Wily. He stole them from Dr. Light. The classic intro. Yeah. It's a little. Should be a little better now. Too dark sometimes. Almost forgot to turn the filter. So yeah, I do know that there are. I do know that these two difficulties kind of in the original Japanese version, the difficult version was actually the normal. And when they ported over to the US, they made a normal an easier difficulty and called it normal. But yeah, I actually kind of like this easier difficulty. I don't think it's too easy. I mean, I can defeat most robot masters with just the Mega Buster with it, but it's not. This is not meant to be like a challenge stream or anything. It's just for fun. We do a full playthrough of Mega Man 2, so yeah. See Mega Man without his helmet for the first time, and kind of teleports it or materializes on his head. Yeah, they kind of used the same music in Mega Man 9. Whenever. Yeah, here are our roster, and as usual, hang on. kind of tradition of Mega Man games. Kind of do this. Yeah, even though Mega Man's face doesn't appear in the center, it's kind of fun to do that. I like how. Oh, it's fun. Kind of like I'm the one picking my next targets. Let's see. I know Airman, Heatman, and Flashman give you the items that you kind of need. So, but I know that Heatman has some tricky blocks in his stage that I don't want to go without special items. So. Let's start with Metal Man. He's the one who gives the best weapon in the game already. Might as well start with him. Just checking everything okay. Oh hey, Cryo Sneasel. Yeah, I like having fun. Mega Man menus. Have you seen the Mega Man 2 2.5D that they released a couple years ago? A trailer showed like a 2.5D version of this level. Kind of looked weird, but interesting take on it. Yeah, I mean, I think I still like the music in Mega Man 2 or Mega Man 3 better, but yeah, the music in Mega Man 2 is pretty cool too. Probably just because I grew up with Mega Man 3, so it's more nostalgic, I guess. I mean, I can see why this would be someone's favorite Mega Man game, because if they like grew up following the series, this was the one that really departed from the original. Trick to going through on conveyor belts. Instead of just running, you just jump and like much faster. I still don't have the means to get that one up. Okay. Oh yeah, I often listen to Mega Man music outside of the game. But yeah, I think I still have my favorites. You know, some I like better than others. This one is okay, but it's not my favorite of the stage musics in this game. I'll point it out when I get to it. Don't have to shoot him, just his gear beneath him. Yeah, probably because it's easy mode. This guy dies only one. Well, not easy, normal mode, but this guy dies in only one hit. Oh, you never played Mega Man games? Oh, look at that. That's clearly bait, you know, because if I go down there, it's make it a lot harder to go jump across this gap. I'm just going to ignore it. This guy moves faster when you're on the ground. Always fun to go through the doors in a jumping pose like that. There. Already at the boss. He's not that hard. As long as you stay and jump. Switch the conveyor belt directions. Yeah, I think 3 is the easiest one for me, just because I've simply been playing it since I was a kid, so I kind of got used to it. Get equipped with Metal Blade. Won't be needing a password because I will be doing a full playthrough today, so... Flashman, Airman... Go Airman, he has a cool music. Yeah, I don't know if it is because I played it as a kid, but I think Mega Man 3 is easier than this one. This one has a couple of hard parts. Airman looks like Poliwrath, yeah, because of... there are actually a couple of the robot masters that kind of differ from the usual humanoid design. Some of them like don't have a head or have their eyes on their chests or something. Or don't have a neck anyway. Kind of like it when they have some, when they don't just look like a human with armor, you know. Little Oni designs, Japanese Oni designs on those enemies, platforms. Come on, where is it? Better to hit the eggs before they hit the ground, otherwise a bunch of little birds will spawn or hatch. There they are. Very nervous to step on platforms hidden behind clouds like that. You see the drills looking like horns. I gotta wait until they retreat. This is a good farming place, though. You can get a bunch of items or no. Yeah, that's the danger of not being patient. I mean, once you know that there are no holes behind the clouds, then you're fine. But yeah, you kind of have to really time your jumps to when the horns retract. Okay, come on. Okay, come on. Okay, one retracts, the other goes up. Just use the iframes. Look at this guy. He's blowing me away. Go away. Too late. Sometimes I'll just fire randomly on the air like that, just hoping I'll hit something. Sometimes I do. That helps. If I'm not really sure when an enemy is coming, just keep firing until... Okay. Here comes. Ow. This one you just gotta power through. Come on, come here. There you go. There you go. Yeah, the levels in Mega Man 2 I think are relatively short compared to some of the others. They don't have a lot of hidden stuff or alternate routes like some of the later Mega Man games. Like Mega Man 5 had hidden collectibles and Mega Man 6 had alternate routes and stuff. Get equipped with Air Shooter. Message from Dr. Light. Item 2. Completed. Get your weapons ready. So yeah, item 2 is like a special item, a special power that you can use, or special weapon. Similar is what Mega Man had before he had Rush in the other games. In the other games you'd use like Rush Jet or Rush Coil to jump higher. This one you just have these item, kind of not very original names. Item 1, Item 2, and Item 3. Flashman. He has nice music too. His design doesn't really... I mean, you don't really know exactly what his abilities will be with just by his name or his design. And like some enemies, you have like very clear theme of what they're about. You know, like Fireman. Okay, they clearly shoot fire, and then clearly that's what his weapon is. But what's Flashman gonna do? try and take a picture of me or whatever. I'm up to life. I mean, there are other light-based enemies in other Mega Man games. They're like Bright Man in Mega Man 4, I think. Go over here. Might have messed up. Ah. Oh, never mind. Here. This guy's called Sniper Joe. He's always in other Mega Man games as well. Kind of showing up. And make this jumps. Oh. Yeah, made it. Ah, the E-Tank, that recharges your health. Speaking of which... E for energy tank, so... Ow. Okay, I think I can still get it with this much health. Ideally, you want to get to the boss with max health, but... Yeah. So his power is... He has the Zawarudo power. He can freeze, use a time stopper and freeze everything for a while. Doesn't use a lot, thankfully. And yeah, as usual, once you defeat an enemy, you get their power, so get equipped with Time Stopper. Message from Dr. Light. Item 3 completed. Yeah, item names. These item names don't really tell you what they are. I guess I'll show you exactly what they do in a minute. Get equipped with item 3. Kind of looks like he changed from like purple to pink to red, but it's actually flickering really fast between purple and red, and then settles on red. Yeah, I can get Heatman now. Sure. Yeah, his level is kind of tricky. Looks like a Zippo lighter. Kind of cute. Also helps to be fast on the shooting button. Come here. Come here. Here we go, the infamous disappearing blocks. Gotta remember the pattern. Go, there you go. Uh-oh. Ow. Uh-oh. Okay, I gotta get rid of that guy, otherwise he's gonna mess up my jump here. Okay. Yeah, if I didn't kill the guy that showed up here, I would have landed right on him when I fell and come on, I want that one. I want that one. And then he would have pushed me into the hole. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, the timing can get a little tricky. You're gonna have to remember the rhythm of the blocks. Unfortunately, in this part, the blocks don't follow a rhythm. Look at that. Look at that. Ah! I mean, they're supposed to be bricks. I think he's like in an underground lava tunnel or something. Look at that. If I step on that, I'll die instantly, so... Yeah, kind of dangerous to rely on these disappearing blocks to get across. I do have a secret weapon, though. Switch. Item 2. Ah. Ah! Just gotta get to at least the edge. Okay. And then yeah, gotta not getting the timing correct. Well, at least if you fall before the lava, you just go back and then try again. There you go. Come on. Ah, no, this one. Oh, okay, the second one. I forgot. Yeah, this is I think the most annoying part of the entire game is. Okay, now. Ah. Ah. If you're in exactly the spot where the block is going to appear, you get like pushed to the side. You really gotta time yourself correctly. Ah, there you go. Kind of phase through the block this time. Ah! Ah, come on. One last block and I would have used my secret weapon. Come on. There you go. And then the next one. And then, there you go. Ah. See ya! That's my secret weapon. Ow! Yeah, every Mega Man game has one of these big stomping enemies. Yeah, that's why I always go Airman first, because the Airman is where you get that item, and then go Hitman. Having some prior knowledge helps a lot in these games. Ow. Ow. He has a fire barrier at some point. Oh no. Ah! 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 Oh dear. Ah! Oof. I mean, yeah, the point of these games is for you to keep playing over and until you familiarize yourself with the levels layout and the boss patterns and everything. That's how NES games were back in the day. You're not meant to play and finish it in one go. Yeah, I got item 1 now. Get your weapons ready. I mean, you do have a password system, so if you got this far and you want to turn off your NES, you can use the password to come back to where you stopped. Bombman, Woodman, Crashman is the only boss that I really don't know how to beat without the boss weaknesses. But yeah, if each of these guys is weak to one of the other guy's weapons. Except Metal Man kind of has a great advantage. His weapons, for some reason, does damage to a lot of great damage to a lot of the other bosses. Usually it's just one of each, you know, like kind of a rock paper scissors kind of thing. Like one gets beaten by one and beats by another. So you kind of get a boss order where you have to beat one of them without any weapon. Of course, you don't have any weapon, but then you beat the next weapon with the previous guy's weakness. Then you beat the next guy with the previous guy's weapon. I mean, keep going until you defeated them all. You didn't grow up with NES games? I mean, there are I kind of don't think if you like older games or certain types of games, it doesn't really matter if you grew up with them or not. Or there's always time to like get to know them. You don't have to like them, but to still like familiarize yourself, I guess, with these. Because, for example, I grew up with the Atari games, but with the NES games, but Atari games were before my time. I'm still curious about playing Atari games every now and then. I like a couple, or at least games in the Atari area. Maybe like there are a couple MSX games that were before NES that I really enjoyed. Big. It's never too late, you know, to check out these older games. But yeah, if you don't like the, I guess, the design sensibilities, the design sensibilities of these games, it's understandable. Everyone's gonna have different tastes, but I don't know. It was before my time. This should not, I guess, should not be like an excuse to ignore all those games completely, you know. Ah, dang it. Oh, I played Dodgem, yeah, on I actually streamed the Atari Vault collection last year, a couple years ago, yeah. And I played a lot of Dodgem. That one was pretty hard. I don't think I didn't have the patience to go beyond the first level anyway. Don't think I remember played Cannonball. There was a trampoline game that was kind of also pretty intense, pretty difficult on Atari. I tried playing Adventure, but really couldn't get into it. It was really too hard. Maybe I'll try again with a guide or something showing me exactly what to do. I tried going in blind. I had no idea. I found a couple of the items, but got lost easily. I think I got stuck at one point and couldn't progress. I'd also played Haunted House or Haunted Mansion. I think it's Haunted House. I think I managed to finish that one on stream. I did enjoy a lot Pitfall 2 and Galaga and Hero. I played that on... I played the MSX version anyway, but yeah, those were from the Atari days. So yeah, here you gotta really watch out for your jump height, because since he's underwater, he kind of jumps way higher, but if you just hold the jump button too long, you'll hit the spikes there, so you kind of have to test. Okay, no, too short. Okay, just long enough. There you go. Very tense to be surrounded by spikes like that. Yeah, but hey, Gucci Boots, I forgot to say hello. But yeah, this level bosses or enemies of this size, I mean, these big sprites were kind of new at the time. Mega Man 2 really revolutionized the genre back in the day. You wouldn't see bosses or sprites this big on NES. Oh, thanks for the help. Let's run past these guys. Oof. Crawl. I don't remember playing that. I knew there was a movie back in the day. Probably based on it. Hello, Bubble Man. What are you gonna do? Blow bubbles at me? I guess the canon is that he has like poison gas or something inside these bubbles, or harm you if you touch them, but yeah, you're pretty easy. Usually you go, the first enemy you go is the easiest one to beat, since when you're first starting you don't have any of their weapon weaknesses. But, yeah. Get equipped with bubble lead or bubble lead? I think it's lead, because when you shoot it, the bubble kind of goes along the ground. Maybe. Woodman. Beats his chest like a gorilla. There's a robot made of wood or something? Yeah, his music kinda cool too. Funny looking bats. Go, wake up. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Woof. 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 Hey. Okay. Ah. Trying to do a no damage run on these guys. Okay. Pretty cool that you can fire while climbing still like that. Speaking of gorillas. Oh no, the birds again. But yeah, Mega Man 2 also changed a lot of the power-up designs. They were different. These capsules. The blue ones, I mean the ones that are blue now, they restore your weapon energy, and the yellow one restore your health. They look different in Mega Man 1. Single room with this wrong rabbit. And then, yeah, he shoots carrot missiles, of course. Yeah, the changes that they made here kind of stayed the same for most of the future Mega Man games. So Mega Man 2 really established the Mega Man formula. Oh, these ostriches. They actually just stay here, they jump over you. Oh. Most of the time. Oh, not liking my health there. How many lives do I have? 2? Okay. Unfortunately, it seems you don't keep the energy tanks. Ah, you have a leaf barrier. Ah. Not sure how that works. Sure. And then. Yeah, I guess once you get an E-Tank, you really gotta use it, because it won't stay if you like die or get a game over or something. Which is not the case with Mega Man 3. In Mega Man 3, you could actually farm those E-Tanks, because you could go inside a stage, get one E-Tank, and then die, get a game over, and then start over the stage and get the same E-Tank again. There you go. Yeah, sometimes you gotta brute force it. You get the E-Tank again, and then you keep doing it until you get 9 E-Tanks, which I think is the maximum. But yeah, you can't do that here, unless you don't die at all or don't get a game over. Get equipped with Leaf Shield. Crushman, Quickman. I'll leave Crushman for last. Pretty cool design for Quickman. I like that he has a boomerang on his forehead that kind of acts as horns and angry eyebrows. And is his weapon. Ooh, I want that one up. Hang on. I do have item 3, which does this. Throw it and it grabs onto the wall and you can climb it. I mean, item 1 is just a little propeller platform that you can use to climb. Those would eventually be replaced by Rush, the dog. Transform into coil form or jet form, Marie form. And later into a power armor form in Mega Man 6. Oh no. Oh yeah, Quickman stage is infamous for these. Huh? Quick, not quick, 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 quick. Ah! What the? Weird. The screen goes black when I pause here. Never seen that before. Yeah, but here it doesn't. Strange. Oh. Oh yeah, this guy. Maybe that's why. Oh wait. Illuminating the place. Oh, so here I just keep going and going, nothing happens, but yeah, because there's actually a wall. You have to know that you have to jump up to reach that wall, see? I was like running against this wall and okay, where am I going? Gonna have to jump blindly sometimes. Okay, here you go. Kick. You gotta be quick in Quickman stage. Ah! I do know that the Flashman's weapon, Time Stopper, actually works with those things. You could use it and stop those and just climb down easily, but yeah, I still have the tank. But Time Stopper is also Quickman's weakness, and it's a one-use weapon. You can't like use it a little bit, deactivate and then use it some more. You use it and then you suspend it all. So I don't want to waste it here if I can make it without it. Because I want to use it on Quickman. Ah, yeah, that life is bait. It wants you to try and get it and then you get killed. You gotta ignore the bait. There you go. Yo. Uh-oh. That's not good. Ah! Okay. Yeah, this music not the best. I think there are better music. Okay, here you go. Hello, quick man. Yeah, you're pretty quick. Oh dear. Oh dear. Ow. Oh yeah? Hang on. Ah! Zawardo. Kind of feels like cheating. Okay. Although the Time Stopper only drains his health halfway, so I kind of like to first get him at least below half health and then use the Time Stopper. Get it quit with quick boomerang. He's pink now. Okay, finally Crash Man, and the one with the best music among the boss battles anyway, the boss stages. In my opinion, anyway. I mean, the intro music is pretty cool too, and the first Dr. Wily stage is awesome, but... Yeah. Okay. Lots of verticality in this stage. You spend most of the time going up stairs or ladders. At least you get to jam nice music. Go all the way around. Oh. Keep going up. Hello, yeah, this enemy is also keeps showing up in Mega Man games. Metal. Ow. Okay, this part kind of annoying because of that. Can't really have hit the birds before the egg falls, though. Well, except in that case. I do have a secret weapon, though. If I need it. Oh, didn't need it. Yeah, if oh, I kind of want the EU tank, though. Then I have to go all the way back. Actually, no, I don't. I have the special items here. Oh, actually, I can use it to go here. Put that one up. Uh-oh. Hey, go away. Ooh. Hey, thanks for the help. Ow. Ow. What? He bumped me into the door. I don't think I ever crossed the door like that before. Okay. Hello, Crashman. Yeah, this is the one I cannot defeat with just the Mega Buster. Even though I used the time stopper on Quickman, I think it is possible for me to beat him without it. Just easier, but this guy... look at that. His crash bombs have a delayed explosion like that. Oh dear. Yeah, can I? Oh no. Go away. Stop running after me. Hey, I did it! Nice. And I wasn't even at full health. Cool. But yeah, part of the Mega Man games is memorizing, I guess, which enemy is weak to which enemy, which weapon. Like I already knew which weapon defeated that guy, but I guess I didn't need it. Dr. Wily taunting me with his eyebrows.
to Wily's castle, and now the best music in the game. A little dance. Ow. Can't get past here, but they designed the Wily castles knowing that you will have all weapons by then, by this point, so some obstacles pretty clear which one you need. I want the one up. Recharge this number 3 here. Running low. Little cheat here. I can hit him while staying below his shots. This is his line of fire. There you go. That's how you recharge weapons. You select it and pick up that capsule. Bit more. There we go. Whoop! Accidentally went up. Yeah, 4 lives. Kind of nice. Must have listened to countless remixes of this level. Wow, this level music. Okay, here you need. Whoa! You need number 1. Gotta be quick, otherwise you fall. Okay. Huh? Sometimes you can, yeah. Sometimes I thought in other Mega Man games you could step a little bit further on at the ledge without falling. I guess just gotta go fast. Ah, made it. First try. Gonna ignore you guys. Keep going. Whoa! Suddenly being chased by a large robot dragon. Which sounds like just like the dragon from Zelda 1 for some reason. Yeah, not very hard, but pretty cool that it starts chasing you and then you turn back and fire at it. Certain Cuphead enemy that really reminded me of that dragon. Part 1 or 3? And future Mega Man games have other types of items that recharge your weapon, like just like you have E-tanks to recharge your health whenever you want. There are, like, other Mega Man games have weapon tanks where you can recharge your weapon at any point. And others have like weapon distribution, where whatever capsule you get will automatically recharge the weapon with the least amount of energy. Clearly meant to use this here. But I'm gonna skip this. Fortune favors the bold. And also, every Mega Man game kind of has these barriers where one of the weapons destroys the barrier. In this case, it's a crash bomb. Hang on, let me just use the metal blade here to get rid of these guys. Yeah, the metal blade clearly the best weapon. Not only is it just stronger against a lot of the robot masters, but you can fire in all 8 directions. It doesn't have a range. I mean, it has infinite range. So in Mega Man 3 there was the Shadow Blade from Shadow Man, but you could only fire up or to the sides and up. You couldn't fire down, and it would go back. So it had a limited range. Kind of a downgrade compared to this. Very nice, recharged. Whoa. Ugh. These guys, kind of don't like these drills showing up. I do remember they show up a lot in the Game Boy Mega Man games, but now, fortunately, they don't make too much of a reappearance in future titles. I think they're mostly in Mega Man 1 and 2. Oh yeah, a different thing that also changed in Mega Man 2 compared to Mega Man 1 was in Mega Man 1 you would have you would have like still have enemies between the 2 doors before each boss. This one it was just a single screen with no enemies between the doors, which also became the standard for future Mega Man games. Hello. Just my imagination, or does this enemy show up again? I think in Mega Man 9 or something, or 10? No, Mega Man 9. Pretty sure I've seen you before in another game. Then I have to check my archives to see if I already played a game with you in it. Last one, come on. Really should have used the E-Tank. How many of the... Wow, look at that. 4 E-Tanks, and I'm not using them. Yeah, I'm just gonna power through, and if I need to use it, I'll just use it. I'm not gonna worry about losing health at this point with this many E-Tanks. Ow. You can kind of see the chain on the bottom of the screen there. Kind of weird. It loops around like that. Ow. Okay. Yeah, I need an E-Tank right now. And there we go. Whoops. Did I use it? Oh, dang it. I used 2 accidentally. Oh, dear. Okay. Don't really need a lot of them. Just this one enemy, this one boss, kind of hard to beat without being full health. Okay. Although the boss kind of gets easier as you go, because yeah, the tiles don't come out from the same place. So once you see the empty tiles where they already came from, if you stay there, you're kind of safe. Yeah, we'll just stay here. Ow. Okay, not that safe. And last one. There we go. Unfortunately, no more of the cool music in this from this point on. Ooh. Kind of want that. Want that E-tank. Yeah. Oh. Wait. Ah. Fine. Recharge number 3. Uh-oh. More spikes and water combos. Ah! Giant fish. Not a lot. Ooh. Fish doesn't really pose a danger, it only shows up after you've jumped. Oh dear. Oh, this looks dangerous. Gulp. Oh, this looks more dangerous. Even more dangerous. Yeah, that's a scary part of this level. It's pretty short though, yeah, look at that. Boss already here. Oh. Intimidating. He's big. Wait. Guts, man. What are you doing here? Ah! Didn't I defeat you in Mega Man 1? Wily repurpose your design or something to a new level? A new monster? A new boss? I also like the music and design of the Wily Castle in Mega Man 3 better, I think, than this one. What do I want to recharge? And... probably not. Manage your weapon energy. Okay. And number 2. Yeah. I gotta wait. Gotta get close to him to get him. Whoa! Can't believe I dodged that. Probably. I did see a one up down there, so we go get it. And we got fake tiles here. Yeah. Oh, got fake tiles here too. What? Can't trust the ground here. I was kind of worried that he would fire at me, but I think I'm far enough. There I go. There is a way to see which tile is fake using the bubble lead, because since the bubble goes along the ground. Ah, look at that. Wait, this one too? Yeah, over here. Yeah, see? You can kind of see where the bubble drops into the floor. I mean, come on. We just saw that there are fake tiles on the ground. You really expect me to walk on that with those spikes below? You take me for a fool? Come on. And you know what? I'm gonna avoid the entire thing. Yeah, I'm not gonna trust the ground here. once again. I can go back up. Get this and go this way. There we go. See ya. Uh-oh. Oh, should not have dropped there. Oh, actually, best weapon here is Metal Blade, since it allows me to shoot in any direction, so I can get these guys anywhere I want. There we go. Gotta wait for my turn there. There we go. Now, don't drop from the ladder. Not until it's time. Scary. And yeah, you gotta jump early there before you go to the other side, otherwise you get pushed out by the wall. Come on. Where's my ride? I don't think there are many weapons in Mega Man games that can fire down like Metal Blade can. Very convenient in this case. There we go. Oh dear. And yeah, you're supposed to jump before, because as you can see, the ceiling there is too low, you'd have been pushed out. But I can just use number 2 again. Which, yeah, the sprite gets inverted, so now it looks like a Z when it's that way. Cool. Interesting. Ow. Yeah, sometimes I can get him before he fires a shot. But sometimes not. Oh, thanks for the health anyway. Let's fire at before I even reach the end of the screen, even before the enemy appears, so he can appear and right away get damage. Okay, here we go. There's a little trick to this boss. This is kind of infamously difficult boss if you don't know the trick. You see, this boss is just all these beam capsules that shoot at you when they start blinking, and the only way to destroy them is with Crashman's weapon, the Crash Bomb. Except some of them are behind those barriers, and as we saw, the only way to destroy those barriers is also with the Crash Bomb. Except you don't have enough ammo for destroying all the barriers and all the capsules, so you kind of have to pick the right capsules, the right barriers to destroy, so you can destroy all the capsules. It's very common for someone to show up here the first time and not know that and run out of ammo. So let's see. Ow. I do have a bunch of E-tanks, right? Yeah. If I run low on health, I can recharge. Get rid of this guy. So yeah, this guy, clearly you need to destroy this barrier first. And then you destroy this guy. Oh, okay, time to recharge. But, for example, you don't have to destroy this barrier. Ow. You can just go above using the special weapons. Ow. Going over here. One more for him. And there's even a trick where you can avoid using all of your health, all of your all of your ammo. For example, let's see, can I do this? Let me see if I can... no. Okay, come on. There you go. I can do that. Okay, I didn't... I was not able to destroy the... Sometimes, if I fire right between the capsule and the barrier, I can sometimes destroy both with one shot. But it's very tricky. But thankfully it's not required. You do have enough shots for the last barrier and the last enemy. Just gonna recharge so I don't die. Because yeah, I only have 2 more shots, and yeah, you really need to have a full charge on the crash bomb weapon. If you don't have it, better to farm on the sniper Joes below or before. I mean, the sniper Joes that come before, and then you. Oh, there you go. See, zero energy. If I had destroyed those other 3 barriers, I would have run out before I beat the boss. And that's how you do it. And yeah, the skull means Dr. Wily time. But before we beat Dr. Wily, rematch. As usual with Mega Man games, you gotta defeat all the Robot Masters all over again. Come on. Gotcha. And you get just a bit of health back. So you can't really use take a lot of damage. At least enough for you to get back. Yeah, this guy not that hard. Just stand on one side and jump when you see the blades coming at you. There you go. I don't even need it. Okay. Teleport back. Get rid of the top ones first. Hello, Heatman. I should use your... What was your weapon weakness? I think it's Bubble Lead, his weapon weakness. No, just can't beat you without it. Ow. Gotcha. Yeah. Hello, Airman. This one, you just got a brute force. Yeah, and some of these enemies you really can't avoid taking damage. Like, and here you gotta be pixel perfect to get between the leaves when they're falling. Ah. Uh-oh. Okay, I have a bunch of lives. Didn't want to waste an E-tank here. Okay. Come on. Ow. And now. There. Ooh. Yeah, see, if you take too much damage, the amount you get back, it doesn't fill you all the way back up. Eh. I can handle you. I get a feeling he was a lot easier in Mega Man 3. There we go. Next. Hello, Quick Man. I'm gonna use Time Stopper on you again. I can't afford to lose a lot of health. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Maybe I can. Okay. How much health? How many lives do I have left? I think I got a bunch of lives. Yeah, I got 4 left. And 2 E-tanks. Better to lose a life and regain my health than to waste an E-tank on him. There you go. You're below halfway, so F for Flashman is Time Stopper. Aha. Okay. And now this guy was really tough before, but if I used Airman's weapon, it's really easy. Yeah, 2 shots of Airman's weapon defeats Crashman, just like that. And yeah, once you defeat all of the 8 capsules, a new capsule appear, and here you go. Dr. Wily himself. Ow. 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 Ooh, I only have 1 tank. I don't want to. No, I don't want to waste it just yet. But let me try again. See if I can do it with fewer taking less damage. Gotta jump at the right time. There you go. Now once he's in this stage, Metal Blade. And whoa, where are you going? He's escaping. Yep, that was not it. Not over yet. We got a second skull this time. Oh. No music. Very ominous. Look at that. Weird dripping things. Whoa. Okay. These take a lot of health, so I gotta avoid them. Not anyone? Okay. Short stage, but here you go. Final boss. Come at me, Dr. Wily. Oh, you can fly? What? What a twist! It was an alien all along. And yeah, every weapon is he's immune to every weapon except one. So you've got to, if you didn't know already, you would have to try each one until you got the bubble lead. It's the only weapon that can hurt him. Ow. Ooh, I'm taking a lot of damage now. Ow. Wait, how many lives do I have? Yeah, I'm gonna try again. And yeah, you don't get items to refill in this stage. Can't waste the E-tank, can't waste a lot of the weapon. Careful. Wait for the drip. Takes like a quarter or a third of your health if you get hit by these. It makes me feel like there's an echo on these drips. Okay, here we go. Get my weapon ready. Flies in a very, very specific pattern, like 8 sideways 8 pattern, like not very hard to predict if you know the timing of his shots. Ow. Okay. 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 Give him one more. If I can get him halfway down, no, yeah. I want to try and get him at least halfway before I use an E-tank. I didn't want to risk risk running low on energy if I didn't get his timing right. Okay, let's try. Then I'll use an E-tank next time, because I think I only have one now, so yeah, don't want to waste it. And yeah, look, it kind of doesn't look very intimidating with just one little pellet that he fires, but if it takes a lot of health away, it is still dangerous. Morphs into a weird alien like that. And what, are we in space or something? Okay, come on. And jump, jump. Get his timing right. Ow. Okay. Get him when he's going down. Go. Yeah, okay. Doing better. Almost. Might not even need the E-tank. Might still use it just in case. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm using it. Come here, you. Ow. Okay, one more. And you're dead. Haha. What? Was all a hologram? He just... It was all an illusion. It was just had this little flying drone firing at me. Hey, Lep. Yeah, I broke your machine. What do you have to say for yourself? You gonna say you're sorry? Yeah, you better apologize for the trouble you caused me. And there you have it. That was Mega Man 2. Just this cool Mega Man walking animation. Leaves flying. It's supposed to be the fall? Autumn? Now it's winter? Spring now? The cherry blossom flowers? I guess rain in summer? What, did Mega Man take an entire year to walk home or something? And he, I guess, decided to keep going without his helmet. Just left it on the hill there. Yeah. Cute ending screen. And now you get the designers of each Robot Master. I think they, yeah, Capcom would hold contests for where people would submit designs for Robot Masters, and the ones they picked would become the final designs, and they would credit them in the game. So these are all the people who submitted the approved designs. Yamaguchi. Yoshiyuki Kataoka. Oh, get more of the music. Character design. Enough King, that's the pseudonym of Keiji Inafune. 2M3CM guy. Was he 2 meters and 3 centimeters tall? Or yeah, I still prefer Mega Man 3 over 2, but this one's pretty fun, and the music's awesome. The intro, the Wily Castle and Crash Man themes are my favorites. Fishman? What? I'm just a fishman. Thank you for playing. Presented by Capcom USA. Yeah, I don't believe I ever tried playing this in the difficult mode. I probably need to use the enemy weaknesses instead of just using the Mega Buster if I did. But then yeah, and I'll probably need to use a lot more E-tanks on the final boss. I think the final boss has a good, well-balanced difficulty. As you saw, I died a couple times, and when I did get him, I was very low on health. So I guess if I did play in the difficult mode, I could get to the boss, but then I'd have a hard time beating it. So yeah, I like going on normal, even if it's supposedly the easy mode compared to the original Japanese version. But like I said, this is not meant to be a challenge stream. I'm just a casual playthrough. So yeah, this was Mega Man 2. I've already streamed Mega Man 3, 4, 5, and 9. So now 2 gets added to the list. I might stream 6 next, not right away, but the next game in the Mega Man series I plan to stream is number 6. But yeah, remember, if you like these kinds of retro-style games, platformers, RPGs, point-and-click adventures, I'm always playing them. So make sure to follow the channel and follow me on Twitter if you want to know when I go live. I always tweet out when I go live. And if you want to check my other playthroughs of other Mega Man games, you can check my archives on Twitch and on YouTube. Yeah. Get this music again. Thank you. Kinda nice. One last time. Very cool, nice build-up for the title review, I think. So I still prefer the Mega Man 3 music better, but yeah, this one's second favorite, I guess. Must have listened to countless remixes of this one as well. Like overclock remix and stuff. But yeah, hope you had fun. Thank you for watching my little playthrough here. I think my next stream will only be on next Tuesday, yeah. So yeah, no streams this weekend. But yeah, hope to see you then. Hope you had fun watching. Thank you very much for sticking around. Yeah, see you next time. Bye.